Hello everybody. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a little quick review of metric conversions, just in case anybody wants some practice on this or is having a little bit of a difficulty. I thought maybe I can kind of go through and do a little brief explanation here. You're going to be responsible for knowing the prefixes from kilo all the way down to milli, so I'm expecting you to know all these different conversion factors, including base unit. The base units that we're going to use here would be grams, liters, and meters. So those would be your three base units that you're going to be using most often in here. There are others that you'll see throughout the year, but without a doubt these are the three most important. And by the way, with the prefixes, the ones you're going to see more times than not is the kilo and the milli. So I would probably put a lot of time and energy into those because you're going to see those most often. Scientists typically go milli to base unit to kilo to giga, mega, all that kind of stuff. They usually go in groups of thousands. Okay, anyhow. Let's say that we have 453.9 centimeters, okay, and we want to convert that to hectometers, okay? So we're starting here at the centi, and we have to get all the way over here to the hecto. Now, one thing to think about is the fact that the centimeter is smaller in size than the hectometer. Hectometer is a huge big measurement and a centi is a little tiny small one. So therefore you're going to have a lot of centimeters in a single hectometer, right? Because you got a hundredth and 100. Okay, so there's going to be a big difference between those two. So therefore the point is that if I have a lot of centimeters, I'm going to have a small number for my hectometers. That's a good thing to remember. If you're going from a small unit to a big unit, your number should get smaller. So I'm starting at centi, and I'm going to show you one way to do this, and I'll show you a second way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps of 10. Each time I jump from one spot to another, it's a multiple of 10. So I'm going up from a hundredth to a tenth to a 1 to a 10 to a 100. So that's a 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So it's a 10,000 difference. So that's 4 zeros or 4 10 places. So therefore what I'll do is I'll take my decimal and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Alright, my wife is coming home, so you're going to hear her walk in the door just about any second now, so don't get scared because she's going to freak out and see me doing these videos. Anyway, so here we go. So there's going to be my number. So my answer to this question is going to be 0.0453 3, 9, and that would be hectometers. Okay, so that's one way to make the conversion. Count the steps, move your decimal accordingly, and you'll have your number. And again, double check. 453 became 0.04. When you do decimals, by the way, put a 0 in front. Okay, it's a good idea to put a 0 and a dot if there's a 0 in here. It's just good practice to do that. Okay. All right. Anyway. So that's one method. The other method is to take your 453.9 centimeters, and what you want to do is you're going to set up a conversion factor. And what you're going to do is you put centimeters on the bottom and hectometers on the top. Okay, so we need to figure out how much of a difference there is between hectometers and centimeters. Okay, so if I have 1 hectometer, okay, we said that that would be a difference of 10,000. So we would do 10,000 here on the bottom. Oops, I kind of ran out of room. Let's try that again. Alright, so 10,000 here on the bottom. And so I would take this number, get out my calculator, and I would divide by 10,000. Again, that would be moving my decimal over 4 spaces essentially. You should know how to divide by tens, and you should end up with the exact same thing. Okay? Alright, I'll just show you one more real quick. So go the other way. Let's say that I start off with a problem that has, let's say, 2.45 liters. Okay, and I want to convert that to, and this is a very typical problem that you would do, milliliters. Okay, so if I'm up here on my scale, I'm here at the base unit, which is the liter, and I'm jumping 1, whoops, try that again, 1, 2, 3, not quite to the 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 spaces to the right. Okay, last time I went to the left, This time I'm going to the right because my measurement is bigger going to a smaller measurement. So therefore I'm going to move my decimal 1, 2, 3 spaces over. So your answer is going to come out to be 2,450 decimal milliliters. And so we go from 2.45 to 2,450 milliliters. Again, if I do it the second way, 2.45 liters, I'm going to put liters on the bottom, milliliters on the top. I have 1 liter, it's equivalent to 1,000 liters. How do I know? Because it's a difference of 10, 100, 1,000. Not 10, 20, 30, 10, 100, 1,000. So therefore I'm multiplying this by 1,000 and I will end up with 2,450. Okay, and there you go. There's how you do metric conversions, 2 different methods. Thanks a lot.